Hello students and welcome to your science class. In today's class we will be discussing about the various properties of gases. We will be discussing about what are the behavior and what are the properties of particles inside any gaseous substance. So children, if you have noticed this balloon seller, okay, balloon wala selling these hot air balloons, not actually hot air but the gas filled balloons, the gas filled with helium or hydrogen. If you have seen that, you would have noticed that this balloon seller is filling all these gases with the help of one single cylinder that he has. So he has this tiny cylinder, and with the help of that cylinder he is able to fill all those balloons. So have you ever wondered that how this balloon seller is able to fill hundreds and thousands of balloons with one single container, with one such tiny balloon gas cylinder? Also in your home also there are LPG cylinders. Okay, your mother cooks the food with the help of these LPG cylinders all throughout the day, and it lasts for 1 month or maybe for 2 months in some cases. So how is it possible to use that small tiny cylinder? That cylinder is not that big. That cylinder is quite compact in size. Yes, but still we are able to cook the food using that same cylinder for 1 month or 2 months. How is it possible to put all these amount of gas into such a tiny cylinder? Also in hospitals also you must have seen these oxygen cylinders like this, oxygen cylinders in the hospitals. And with the help of this tiny oxygen cylinders only, a lot of patients can be treated. So how is it possible to compress a lot of gas, a huge amount of gas into one such tiny cylinders or containers? Well children, the reason behind that is that the gaseous particles show highest compressibility. They can be compressed by applying a lot of pressure. For example, if I take the example of this duster, I won't be able to compress it because there are particles inside it and they are very closely packed. There is no space. If something is already so closely packed, how can I compress it more? But if we talk about the gases, the gaseous particles structure somewhat look like this. So this is the structure of gaseous particles. As you can see, there are a lot of spaces in between these particles. If you see the solid particles, they are very closely packed. They are very compact in size, so we cannot compress it. But these particles can be compressed, right? So there are a lot of spaces. By applying pressure, we can bring them closer because there are few particles, but they are roaming all around, right? So we can compress it. So the reason behind that is the gases provide highest compressibility because they have largest spaces in between them if we compare them with liquids and solids. Now also you have noticed at your home also, whenever your mother cooks very delicious foods, okay, for example if your mother is cooking Maggi or any vegetable, so you can easily come to know or you can easily guess what is being cooked in the kitchen by sitting several meters away from the kitchen. Yes, how is it possible to guess what is being cooked even after sitting several meters away? Because of the process that we call diffusion. Yes, gaseous particles intermix with each other. Okay, as you will see in the next slide, the structure of gaseous particles, they are very loosely packed, that we have already discussed. So there are a lot of spaces in between these gaseous particles. So imagine this is the gaseous particles of food, because that food is coming and reaching towards to your nostrils through a medium of gaseous state. Suppose these are the particles of Maggi, these are the particles of vapors or the gas coming out from the Maggi, and again imagine these same kind of particles in the air. So all these particles intermix with each other with the process that we call diffusion, and this rate of diffusion is highest in gases. Why? Because a lot of space is there in between them, so they can easily mix, and they are also constantly moving with a very high speed. Because if we talk about solid, they cannot move because there is a lot of force of attraction in between them, so that force doesn't allow them to go out. If we talk about liquids, they also have a force of attraction, but that so in a very limited way. So they can flow, but they cannot flow very fastly. But if we talk about the gaseous particles, they have least force of attraction. So that is the reason these particles particles are constantly moving with a high speed, and also due to these spaces they intermix and they show diffusion at a faster rate. Alright, now children, with these two examples we have already understood that gaseous particles don't have a fixed shape because they are taking up the space, or they are taking up the size, or they are taking up the place wherever we keep them. Okay, they are taking up the place of the container. So they don't have any fixed shape, they don't have any fixed size, but also they don't have any fixed volume like liquids. In the next slide you will see that, suppose I have this glass filled with water, so it has this volume, so it will take only this amount of space. Even if I pour it into the another glass, then also it will take a specific volume. But if we talk about the gaseous particles, the gaseous particles cannot sit like this. So they will constantly move. They will constantly move in this glass, so they don't have any fixed volume. Okay, even if I will put 5 gram of gas into a small tiny cylinder like this, those gaseous particles will take up the space of this whole vessel. Or also if I will take a big cylinder, then also that 5 gram of gas will take up the space of whole gas cylinder. So it means that gaseous particles also don't have fixed volume, but they do have fixed mass. The mass is fixed. Alright, so here as you can see, in solid they have fixed mass, they have fixed volume, and also they have fixed shape. Whereas gaseous particles, they have fixed mass, they have fixed volume, but no fixed shape. Whereas gaseous particles, they do have fixed mass, but they don't have fixed volume. Why? Because they are constantly moving, and that is the reason why they take up the space of the whole vessel in which we keep them, and they are constantly hitting that vessel due to their movement, because they are constantly moving. And why they are moving? Because there is no force of attraction. So you need to understand that gaseous particles are moving with a high speed, and they are moving with a high speed because of lack of force of attraction. Alright, so these are the properties of gaseous particles. If it is not clear, you can watch the video again. I have written all the properties together. In the next slide, you will see all the properties of gases in the next slide like this. So, no fixed shape or volume, but fixed mass. Gases are not rigid. They are not rigid because we can compress it. They flow easily. Why do they flow easily? Because there is low force of attraction. Because nobody is there to bind them together. Because there is no force of attraction. They carry diffusion faster because of large spaces in between them, and they are constantly moving. Gaseous particles are highly compressible because a lot of space is there in between them. They are very loosely packed, less interparticle force of attraction. So that is all about gaseous particles property, and I hope everything is clear to you. Thank you children.